Okay, well, we're going to continue with our Google Classroom small trainings. So for this video, you're going to learn how to add announcements to your Google Classroom. Now remember, announcements can mean anything. You can remind students that they have an assignment coming up. You can remind them of a chat. You can send messages that may be something that you forgot to announce during class. You can add that to your Google Classroom. There's many things that you can do with your announcements on your Google Classroom. So the first thing is go ahead and click on a class period that you want to add your announcement to. As you can see, once my screen is pretty blank, that's because we're taking you through these trainings and showing you how to add different content to your Google Classroom. To add an announcement, at the bottom right hand corner there's going to be a plus sign, and when you hover over it, you're going to have a couple of options that pop up. Today we're going to click on create an announcement, and then you're going to get a screen that looks like this. Now the really cool thing is that you can add announcements for just each particular class, or you can actually add one announcement to a multiple number of classes depending on what it is that you're wanting to do. So under the 4, if you click on it, this is where you can decide I only want it for period 1 or I want it for all of my class periods. I'm going to add periods 1 and 2 so that my announcement shows up for both of my classes. You can also click here. You want all your students to see the announcements. So share with your class, what is it that you want your class to know? So let's add, don't forget to bring in your homework tomorrow. And then you can also add a topic. You can decide I don't want a topic, just leave it as, or actually add a topic. So I'm going to create a topic, and I'm just going to title it reminder, since I'm reminding them to bring their homework tomorrow. So you click on reminder, and the really neat thing about announcements is that you can also add content to those. So you can go ahead and add a file from your drive. You can select a file from your computer. Let's say that you wanted to create to upload something for them to see from your computer. You can upload a file. You can go ahead and click on upload, and it does that. It'll have it for the students. You can add something from your drive. You can add a video, and you can even add a link to something. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it as a file, and I'm going to go ahead. You can either save it as draft for later on, or you can click on post so that your classes can go ahead and see this announcement. So the really neat thing about the announcements is that they show up right away on the home page, on the stream page. So when your students click on your Google Classroom, the home page right away will show them the announcement that you have set up for them. So here it is. My topic is a reminder. My message, don't forget to bring in your homework tomorrow. And I've even uploaded the homework assignment for them once again, or whatever it is that you want to upload. You can add comments to this as well, and it lets them know the time that you have posted that announcement. And one of the really neat things about these announcements is if you look at the top left hand corner, it gives you options for your announcements. Okay, if you click on the drop down menu, you have options. Option 1, student can post and comment on each of your announcements. Students can only comment, or only teachers can post or comment. And you can go ahead and decide those settings for each of your classrooms. So I'm going to type in, I'm going to go ahead and select students can only comment. That way, if my students have any questions about the actual announcement, they can add comments on here. And of course, as the teacher, you can review those comments and you can delete them whenever you'd like. So there you have it, teachers. It's incredibly easy to add announcements to your Google Classroom.